share play though.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Knights will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Newsome. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
Give to the running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a gap. It's James. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Sherman. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Got the quick pass. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays, because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, ODU. Fit it in the window for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. You got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. Think about the Big 12 conference. It just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he got loose. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He's got an open man. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Knights.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Firing to the right, complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quick handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. Makes a man miss. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Monarchs have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He's got the back in the middle. He's not going to get there. Had to get it to the 35-yard line to pick up the first down. Now they have a decision to make on 4th. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Trying to find the end zone. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And the Monarchs have it with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Old Dominion. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Lining up for the PAT. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. That's caught. It's Richardson. Crosses the... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Makes one man miss. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Monarchs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. They're going to ride this running back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll run it. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill fast.
They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that 1st.
They'll leave it with him. Nice move there. Makes it past the marker. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Fox. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Shotgun snap on third down. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got room on the return. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle. It's Newsome.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Monarchs will line it up on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Going to swing it on second down. It's complete to the right. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Fires to the wideout. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's a great job of just trusting your offensive line to get it done, scoring the touchdown. An extra point's going to tie this thing up right before halftime. And after that run, I think they're going to feel more confident running it in the second half.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To to the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. And the Monarchs will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. These corners backing off a bit. That's reeled in. It's Richardson. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The Knights trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. The snap sets up to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete in the middle. At the 45 on his way. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Touchdown, ODU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for them?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to swing it into the heart of the field. Makes a grab. He's got a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
Here's the thing, not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I get back to throwing the ball.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richardson. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Knights are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Knights! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the give off the left side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Monarchs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker is Higgins. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Higgins. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Monarchs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. This time it's complete, and they're able to get him down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on 3rd. Oh, he's got some space. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, UCF!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Monarchs moving quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Monarchs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. Release to the back. Got it in the middle. It's James. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Sends it back in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Throwing right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good.
There he goes. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. To the ground with the back. And he finds no running room at all, and the 3rd quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the 4th. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Right back to him on the ground. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the right. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Knights had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Caught in the backfield, it's Jenkins. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
Well, the offense on 3rd down, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And I am sure this coaching staff on offense thought if we get a 4th down, we can use our speed on an option play, take the pitch, and pick up the first. But they underestimated the speed this defense has and their tenacity. Great job rallying to the pitch guy, creating a huge turnover on downs. Big play for the defense.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a deep man. Pulls it in down the sideline. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. You saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
The Monarchs are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Monarchs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that.
And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 11 over Central Michigan. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hayes. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Hayes. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking to scramble. Fires to the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as his defense forces a 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Makes the grab, it's Jenkins. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Knights inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. That's caught, it's Richardson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. This is why you recruit dudes, right? Quarterback distributes, get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and let him do his thing.
Dude makes quarterback look good. I mean, you get it to him in space, and watch. He'll break the tackles. He'll make those plays, but...
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Works his way out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and they'll stop the clock.
At the 36.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Throws him back. Pocket breaking down. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.